great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. He understands this is a huge conference matchup with the 7-game winning streak on the line, but more importantly, conference play and ramifications for a conference championship. This is a huge matchup today, and he has warned his team, keep the streak alive by doing your job today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will come out first. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Look out. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The Red Raiders offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Joyner. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Right side, it's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Plows his way ahead. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hand off to Joyner. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Play action on first down. Flush to the left. Out wide left, it's Carpenter. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here's Joyner. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Red Raider! The first points of the day. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Got him right there.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Williams. Just smothered on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
3rd and long right here. Here comes the heat. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Trying to get rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And with that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Sets his feet, it's Hammond. Left side, it's Johnson. Pulled to the ground.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Arizona going back to work with another 1st down. Quick give. It's Craig. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Keeps it on the option. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Tells to run, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Gallagher. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened. And you line up in your stands and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
Second down, gonna throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Smashes it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Between the hashes, it's Jordan. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Out wide right, it's Jordan. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Gallagher. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his man. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Rush is on. He'll pull it down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To throw, it's Hammond. Looking to the big tight end. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Joyner. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Spivey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of the time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Rams him with the stiff arm. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Quick handoff. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Craig. Knocked down immediately. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Left side is Spivey. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's caught. It's Carter. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Got it in the middle, it's Eakin. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hits inside, it's Coleman Williams. Still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's a give to Joyner. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Buying time to his right. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. They'll keep it on the ground with Joyner. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They'll run it. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down. Arizona in a hurry.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Back to pass, it's Fafita. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's got great speed. Oh, sweet feet. And there he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Special teams proving to be special. They've the lead and taking control here in week 9.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to get the corner. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Out wide left, it's Hudson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. He wants to throw it. He's looking deep. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Sells the run, looking to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Craig. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Craig. Stopped right there.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with it.
It's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Fafita. Snags it. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Wants to go up top on second down. Turns it upfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Hands it off. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. No.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Wildcats line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Play number 9 on this drive. 2nd down, going to throw it. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's brought down, a short return, and the defense comes out on top with a pick. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Quentin one more time. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Drops back. It's Hammond. Left side is Carter. Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Hand off to Joyner.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. Here's a give to Joyner. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Nowhere to go.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it.